A luxury mansion in Dublin, once linked to international crime cartel boss Daniel Kinahan, is set to be auctioned in December with a starting price of €550,000. The four-bedroom detached property in Saggart, West Dublin, was seized by Ireland's Criminal Assets Bureau, or CAB, in November of 2022, following a High Court ruling that it was acquired through proceeds of crime, including drug trafficking. Welcome back to Crime Chronicles. Today we look at the upcoming auction to sell one of Daniel Kinahan's prized Irish assets, purchased with money made from the misery of others. Will the loss of this luxury residence have any effect on the Kinahans? Or can hundreds of thousands of euros worth of property simply be written off and forgotten about because they have other sources of revenue not yet traced by authorities? Stay tuned to find out. The house, located in the exclusive gated development of Coldwater Lakes, spans 3,410 square feet across 2 floors. It boasts an elegant entrance with a grand staircase, spacious living areas, and 4 large bedrooms, 2 of which are en suite. The kitchen features a distinctive curved island, seamlessly connecting to an open-plan dining and living space. Additionally, the property includes a converted garage with mirrored walls, ideal for a gym or studio, and is surrounded by mature gardens, accessible via a gated driveway. The property will be sold via online auction through Gibson Auctioneers, with bidding scheduled from 12 p.m. to 1 p.m. on December 12th. Though previously valued at 750,000 to 800,000 euros in 2013, the High Court noted it is likely worth significantly more today. The auction represents a landmark in the Irish authorities' efforts to seize and liquidate assets linked to organised crime. During the High Court proceedings, the CAB revealed evidence linking the house to Daniel Kinahan, a high-ranking figure in the Kinahan organised crime group. Detective Chief Superintendent Michael Gubbins described Kinahan as instrumental in the cartel's drug trafficking, weapons smuggling, and money laundering activities across Europe. He is also alleged to have sanctioned numerous murders during the Hutch-Kinahan gang feud, which has resulted in at least 18 deaths since 2015. The property was tied to Kinahan through financial transactions involving criminal associate Thomas Bomber Kavanagh and businessman Jim Mansfield Jr. The court heard that Kinahan and Kavanagh provided 4.5 million euros in cash to Mansfield in 2006 for property investments. When the deal collapsed, Mansfield allegedly transferred ownership of the Coldwater Lakes house to the cartel as part of a repayment arrangement. The CAB stated that Kinahan had effectively controlled the property since 2014. During a 2019 search, Irish police found evidence tying Kinahan directly to the residence, including a passport and travel documents in his name. When police called to the house on May 23rd of 2019, a close associate of Daniel Kinahan, Anthony Fitzpatrick, a former MTK boxing manager, was living there with his family. In a follow-up query to Mr. Fitzpatrick on October 25th of 2022, he told police he had moved out of the house 5 months previously, that he no longer had the key to the house, but did have a fob for various gates to get access to the premises. Despite finding items directly linking Daniel Kinahan to the property, as well as finding one of his associates living there, no one has come forward to claim ownership of the house, which the CAB describe as telling given its high value. During CAB hearings to claim the house, police say they believed that there was no valid insurance on the property in place, should there be any damage to the property. This seems like the authorities might be fishing to see if they can get someone linked to the Kinahans to damage or destroy the property before it gets sold at auction. After all, it must be galling for Daniel to see his once vast fortunes being chipped away. Daniel Kinahan, once heavily involved in international boxing promotion, has been under intense scrutiny from global law enforcement agencies. In 2022, the US Department of State announced a $5 million reward for information leading to his arrest and conviction. He is wanted for his alleged role in drug trafficking and other organised crime activities. In response, the US imposed financial sanctions on Kinahan and his associates, freezing assets linked to the cartel. Kinahan is believed to be living in Dubai, where he has resided for several years. Although his assets in the UAE were frozen in 2022, he continues to face legal challenges, including restrictions on the sale of his properties. Reports indicate that Kinahan and his family maintain a presence in Dubai's luxury property market, exploiting loopholes in international sanctions to retain some wealth. Recent reports have shown that Daniel Kinahan's wife has been selling luxury properties in Dubai, the proceeds of which will obviously be available to the cartel. Law enforcement agencies, including those in the UAE, have cooperated with Irish and US authorities, though extradition or further legal action remains pending. The upcoming auction represents a significant victory for the CAB in dismantling the financial infrastructure of the Kinahan cartel. By seizing and selling off high-value assets, authorities aim to disrupt the group's operations and send a clear message that crime does not pay. This case also underscores the importance of international cooperation in tackling organised crime. Kinahan's continued presence in Dubai highlights challenges in enforcing sanctions and prosecuting transnational criminals. However, the global attention on his activities has intensified, putting pressure on the cartel and its operations. Recent action between Irish and UAE authorities to enforce a European warrant and have Sean McGovern arrested and extradited must be weighing heavily on Daniel and those close to him in Dubai. He is running out of global destinations that he could relocate to. A new location would need to not have an extradition treaty with the Irish Republic. Having his bank accounts frozen and property sold off will also be reducing options for relocation. Rumours that Russia might be a potential new home for the Kinahans would only be viable with huge resources behind them, and those resources are dwindling. The Kinahan cartel are likely to have started using cryptocurrency to move their illicit profits out of Dubai, a leading US counterterrorism group has claimed. The Kinahan organised crime group took advantage of weak anti-money laundering controls in the UAE to conceal the origins of its illicit finances, likely generating further funds for its criminal empire. Law enforcement will almost certainly be unable to detect illicit financial flows through the cryptocurrency market due to cryptocurrency's decentralized nature. The auction of his luxury mansion not only symbolizes justice, but also provides a rare opportunity for potential buyers to acquire a property with a unique history. For now, though, it seems that the loss of his mansion will unlikely cause Daniel Kinahan any financial hardship. If large chunks of their fortune are already invested in cryptocurrency, there is a good chance that Daniel isn't losing any sleep over a single property in Ireland. As the auction date approaches, the case of Daniel Kinahan continues to draw attention to the intersection of organised crime, real estate, and global financial systems. Thank you for joining us today on Crime Chronicles. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share the channel with your friends.